President Trump will meet President Putin at an historic summit in Alaska on Friday. It's the first meeting between the US president and Putin since Russia invaded Ukraine, and it may represent the biggest chance yet of ending 3.5 years of war. Ukrainian President Zelensky is fearful that Trump's deal-making desires will result in a sellout with territory handed illegally to Russia.
Any decision that is against us, any decision that is without Ukraine, they are at the same time a decision against peace. They will not give anything. These are dead decisions. They will never work, and we all need real living peace, peace that people will respect.
Well, for his part, Trump says it's not his place to make a deal on Ukraine's behalf, but he does intend to tell Putin that he's got to end the war. The main aim, he says, is to feel out what happens next.
Well, we're going to have a meeting with Vladimir Putin, and at the end of that meeting, probably in the first 2 minutes, I'll know exactly whether or not a deal can be made.
How will you know that?
Because that's what I do. I make deals.
It may stick in the craw to see Putin a wanted international war criminal given the red carpet treatment on US soil. It may stick in the craw to imagine 20% of Ukraine being handed to Russia in exchange for ending a war it began. But is there any alternative besides more weapons, more deaths, more sanctions, and more suffering? Will the Ukrainian people, and for that matter the American people, accept a deal if it comes with a guarantee of US security? And can Putin be trusted to stick with a ceasefire in a war he is prepared to fight for the rest of his life? We have an expert panel to discuss all this. Joining me now is Dave Smith, host of Part of the Problem, Brigadier General Mark Kimmitt, the former US Secretary of State for Political Military Affairs, Bill Browder, head of the Global Magnitsky Justice Campaign, and the YouTuber and commentator Anna from Ukraine. Well, welcome to all of you. Bill, from a purely military perspective, is there any alternative now to ending this war that does not involve Russia keeping most or not all of the territory that it has taken?
Well, I think that the most important issue is whether any of these parties want to stop fighting. And the Ukrainians, of course, want a ceasefire. But Vladimir Putin absolutely doesn't want a ceasefire. He wants to continue this war. He has every intention